It's March. It's our first month of the Growth Club. And this month, I want to talk about a book that I have been listening to for a while because I keep listening to it over and over and I keep starting it and stopping it. And I just love it. And that is Jay Shetty, Think Like a Monk. And as I said, I have been listening to this on Audible. So, what is this book about? Keep in mind that this being our growth club is not like a full book review because there are so many amazing book reviews out there about this book. And so I'm just going to give you an overview and then I wanted to start talking about it with you. So the overview is that it's Jay's experience as a monk and how it relates and translates into how to live today and how to live today in an intentional, peaceful, and purposeful way that is value driven. It is a path. It is tips and keys and tools to a path to happiness and contentment. It focuses on you living your best self, of you having your identity and not trying to be someone else's identity. And why we do that and how we do that. And I just love that part. It is about being you. He gives us routines that are how to create peace and calm every single day from the minute you wake up to when you go to sleep. And I can tell you right now that not only have I implemented these things, I have shared them with people and they are life changing. And for someone who's an avid learner, these are new things. I learn new things and I am so grateful for those. He talks about techniques to take control of your mind. And for those of you who know me, I'm all about that because otherwise we are so lost in our thoughts all the time. It is about gratitude and about giving back. Again, so much more. This is the gist of Jay's book. So here's what I loved because I listened to it. I love his voice. You can tell that he loves what he does and who he is and that he is 100% who he is, and I love that. I loved his analogies. I could listen anytime. I turn it on when I'm getting dressed in the morning. I turn it on when I'm making myself lunch. I turn it on if I get in my car. Anytime that I just want to shift my mindset from being out of the mundane, or I'm thinking about other things, but I want to be focused and be mindful and stay present, I turn it on. I loved that he is the real deal, that he was a monk and that he brings that experience and so many stories of what he learned. I just think it is absolutely beautiful, phenomenal, and life-changing. I use that because I have used so much of what he suggests. I love that he starts with values first and then live your life from there. And boy, it is all about that foundation. He brings in studies, he brings in data, he brings incredible resources. So I know a lot of the resources and I love that I was just reminded of things. And for those of you who may not be into the work as much and looking, you will learn things from these resources that are really, really incredible. I mentioned this before. Jay brings in real tools, real action-oriented things to do on a daily basis. And personally, that's what I want. I want tactical. I love this idea. Now, what do I do with it? I love all that his lessons, his experiences can really guide us to living more intentional lives. So, three things, and this was really, really hard because I have notes all through the Audible of every few minutes I'm, inserting a note. And so three things that I will always remember, and I have just shared them with everyone. Growing and loving is circular. The universe has no limits when we're awake. And so what I want to share with that is he used this story about that sometimes when we're giving and giving and giving and we're not getting it back from the people we're giving to. One of the stories he shares is how when he was a monk, his teacher said to him, it's not necessarily that we're getting the love back or getting back from the people we're giving to. If we are awake, we realize that other people are giving things to us and being there for us. But we are waiting for the people that we're giving the love to give it back to us. When really, if we realize that this world has no limits, that maybe the world and the universe is telling us something, and to be awake to that, you know what? Maybe they're not the one to give it back to us, and look around because there's someone else who is. So I absolutely love that. Another thing that I will always remember is that gratitude is not just saying thank you and being grateful for the things that we expect are good things, and yet looking at the things that have happened that we say, I don't deserve this, or I'm not happy this happened, and to say, wait, my higher power, the universe, whatever it is to you, is giving me something that I can learn from this. And I am grateful for that. And it really, for me, that reframed a lot, especially during this interesting time that we've had with the pandemic, etc. So that I just thought was really beautiful and, again, life-changing. He brings in this last thing that I will not forget. In fact, I will always remember it, and it's one of my favorite books. So I have it right here on my desk, and that is Thich Nhat Hanh's a quote from his book How to Love. And I just think that this is so important in our lives every day. Set the level of joy you expect and the level of pain you'll accept from yourself and others. And I just, again, I mean that those are three things I will always, always remember. And so bringing in this quote, the mind is just like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets and the more it can expand. Welcome again to March's Growth Club. Please go get the book, listen to the book, and start commenting, adding in your suggestions, your thoughts, and let's start a conversation so that we can push each other to keep growing, adding in perspectives. You, I bet, will have three things that you'll always remember that I didn't even say. So the links are all going to be there for you. We are going to have a Facebook Growth Club page that is just going to be a separate group, and we are just going to put everything around the Growth Club on that page. That there's a link to purchase the book through Amazon. I, by the way, have no ties to this. This is just something I love. And links to join the ID360 community. So hope you enjoyed this, and cannot wait to hear from you soon. Have the best day.